Welcome back, everybody. This is an up-close look at the fire and smoke from yesterday's UPS plane crash here in Louisville. You can see thick black smoke and flames from close up, and eventually someone takes off running there.
And we're going to also show you some close-up video from firefighters on the scene yesterday. This shows you some of the debris in the area near the crash. And it's an extensive debris field. You can imagine how difficult the cleanup's going to be and also the investigation. We have team coverage this morning. We've got Lindsay Allen near the crash site. She's been monitoring what first responders are doing. Keith Kaiser is at the airport in the terminal looking at how flights are going this morning. And now we have Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear joining us live to talk about updated information. Governor Beshear, we understand that the death count has risen by 2 this morning.
It has. Unfortunately, Kentuckians are waking up to the news that we've lost 9 individuals, 9 children of God thus far in this catastrophic plane crash. We believe that there may be others. We know that at least 16 families went to the reunification center, though there are several individuals in the hospital that we hope are parts of those families. So as the search continues, we unfortunately expect that fatality count to grow at least a little. So we're asking everybody to pray, asking everybody to give all their hopes that that count won't grow by that much more, and that there won't be that many more families that are impacted by a loss of a loved one.
Is there any indication of how much more it may grow? Are we talking a couple of people here? Are we talking more than that?
Well, as first light has hit, we've been able to do a significant amount in the search and rescue, though this is really becoming more of a recovery. They are going building to building. Through the night, last night, they were going building to building, but could not make it into each and every one of them. And it wasn't safe in the dark to search all the different parts of the debris field. The coroner is working very hard to identify and then ultimately reach families. So I think we'll have a lot more information in the coming hours.
Governor, we understand the NTSB will arrive today. What will be the next steps to figure out what happened?
So the NTSB is the body that investigates plane crashes here. They're going to have a lot of video. They're going to go through different maintenance logs. Hopefully they will give us a good picture of what happened so that we can ensure that it never happens in the future. Our heart goes out to the crew. While nothing definitive has come out on the crew, the video should make us all very concerned for those 3 members. But also, we've got to ensure the safety of everybody who works in and around the airport. I mean, this is really tough. Think about how much worse it could have been. This plane crash was very close to the Ford factory there. It was very close to the convention center. It just missed a restaurant bar. So it's hard to think about it in these terms when you've lost 9 people. But we're a little bit fortunate because this could have been even more significant.
When we're talking about the NTSB's investigation, I think it's important to give some context here. This is going to take a while. This isn't like a car accident that police officers investigate. This is something that we could be weeks and even months down the road here and still not have very many answers. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, that's possible. They do a very thorough investigation. We have seen in some investigations they will release some preliminary findings, and others they wait until the investigation is fully completed. Certainly when I get the chance to talk to them, I'm going to at least ask that as they get solid information that can help our community, that can help explain to Kentuckians and Louisvillians what happened, and that can help us take any additional safety precautions, because we've got to learn from every single tragedy. And I say that about any flood or any tornado that we've been through. We've got to make sure that this doesn't happen again, or if it ever does, we know that one extra thing that we can do to help people, that we can do to reduce the loss. But certainly, again, it's a tough morning in Kentucky. And we're really thinking about each of those families that up until about 5 o'clock yesterday had a loved one that's no longer with us.
Governor, we know that they've reduced the shelter-in-place order to just a quarter mile around this crash site. What are your concerns about not only air quality, but water quality or any other contamination in that area that could affect people who live and work around there?
Our main concern is the area right around the crash site. The plume has gotten much smaller, and that's good news. It could have lasted a lot longer. It doesn't appear that there was any major hazardous material on the plane, though certainly there was some on the ground. But I believe the air quality has gotten much better. Much more quickly than we might have anticipated. Our Energy and Environment Cabinet is testing the water right now. Again, we're mainly concerned in a pretty small area around the crash site itself. So for broader Louisville, I don't think that there are concerns today. If you don't live close to the airport or in the immediate area, you don't have to worry about your air or your water. But do think about those that live closer, and do think about those that have been impacted.
All right. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear, we appreciate your time this morning. Thank you, sir.